Dragons and Nomads, welcome back to the channel, guys. I've got a different style video for you today. I just wanted to sit down real quickly and talk about the future of the channel and what I have going on in my life. So I'm going to try to make this as quickly as possible. Sitting down and talking like this in front of a camera can get really boring to listen to. So I have been posting videos now for over a year and a half. September will be the 2-year mark this year. And I've been playing for over 2 years now. It's been nothing but a blast. I'm not planning on giving up on it at all or any time in the future, so I just want to clear up there is no confusion about that. I'm not quitting, I'm not giving up on the channel, anything like that. I just have some personal things in my life right now that are directly impacting my ability to go out and play. One of them being, if any of you know me personally, you would know that I have taken quite a drastic turn in my life from how it's been the past few years. So I've been working a full-time job since I was 17. That's not a lot to some people, but to some people it is. And for the last few years, I was actually the general manager of a business, which I had 2 years of that under my belt. And work was just my priority, paying bills, staying on top of things like that. And airsoft came in as a hobby. In between all of this, while I was working, I had no plans for my future. I didn't know what I wanted to do as like a career. I wasn't going to school or anything like that. And I was kind of just, vibing, doing my day-to-day thing. I had my own apartment, my own car. Things were going pretty okay, especially for a 20-year-old. I mean, it's something to look back on very fondly and be proud of. But in the moment, in the last few months, it just felt really off. I felt very empty. Like, even though I should have been proud of what I had accomplished and what I was accomplishing, to me, it just felt stale almost. I was over it. I had gotten past the point where I felt like I could excel further. There wasn't anything for me in it, and I just kind of was going in circles with myself. I wasn't happy. So I decided to step back. I left the general manager position. I have been, for the most part, unemployed for the last 3 months. And in those 3 months, I've taken a considerable amount of trips. Even in the last month that I was working, I believe I took 2 or 3 trips, HTK and Central City for sure. But, in order to go out to these events and pay for these games and, BBs and admission and everything like that, it costs money. And when you're unemployed, you're not exactly making money. So I was kind of spending money that I didn't really have to spend. And it's not like I'm struggling right now. What I'm going to get into next ties directly with what I'm about to say, but since I haven't been working, my girlfriend has actually been supporting me with her job. She's been, paying bills and everything like that, which is, I'm very grateful for her, very thankful. But the main reason why is because the reason I stepped out of my job is because I decided to attend school again. So I am officially a student with the Sonoran Desert Institute. Now, if you've never heard of the Sonoran Desert Institute, it is an online program that is dedicated to gunsmithing, firearms technology. If you know me, you know I really like guns. It's a big reason why I got into airsoft. Take my AK-12, for example. This is a replica that is based on a real firearm. Not one that you can easily obtain in America, but still the concept that this is the replica of a genuine firearm is just really cool to me, especially because of how much I like guns and how much I appreciate their history and the science behind them and everything like that. So over the years, like I said, I never knew what I wanted to do with my life or what I wanted as a career. And I've had a lot of different interests, a lot of different hobbies, and since I started working really full-time and became dedicated in that general manager position, I fell out of a lot of those hobbies. I lost a lot of those interests. I wasn't necessarily, I wasn't depressed by any means. I wasn't anything like that. It was just a matter of, I grew up really fast. I would always consider that I've been mature, very mature for my age. I was doing and learning things that kids my age wouldn't be doing or learning for years, even outside of the school aspect, working a full-time job at 17 when kids my age were still in school in their junior year. By the time my friends were in college, I was a manager in my position, and by the time some of my friends were even sort of getting ready to graduate from college, I was running a business. And I've heard it a lot from people, especially in my business and the industry, just a lot of people that are surprised of what I was able to accomplish at such a young age. And like I said, I am absolutely proud of myself and what I did do, but towards the end of it, I started feeling less proud and more just tired. I kind of realized how much it had taken out of me and what I had sacrificed for it, and ultimately I deemed like it wasn't worth it. So I decided to step back, evaluate my life and what I liked and what I wanted to do, and the one thing that I have not fallen out of is sort of an appreciation for firearms. So I figured, why not try to make a career out of it? You know, I am in the associate's program for gunsmithing and firearms technology, so I am dealing very heavily with firearm design and function. I'm just started it like 8 weeks ago, so it's not like I'm super far into it, and I come from a background of not knowing a whole lot about firearms. I was not exposed to them much. I know very basic things about firearms, you know. I can look at certain guns and I can name some, and I can tell you some of the history about them, where they're from, what kind of rounds they shoot, but anything knowledge-wise like that is going to be from watching YouTube videos, seeing them in movies, you know, playing with them in video games, such like that. But now that I'm, you know, even just so few weeks into this program, I already feel like I am learning and absorbing a lot of information that I can tell I am going to appreciate in the future. So as for the channel, in all of my videos for the last, you know, few months, I have been mentioning this mystery box giveaway that's coming up once I hit 500 subscribers. You may be wondering, because earlier I kind of said I don't have money for that and I'm unemployed, how am I going to pay for that? Well, this isn't a way of me backing out of it at all. I want you guys to know that I am 100% still committed to that, and I will be doing it once the channel hit 500 subscribers. However, I may have to delay it for the time being. I was in Iowa City a little while ago, and my car kind of broke down a little bit on me. Not like officially broke down, but it just kind of shit out for a second. So I had to take it in, get it looked at. That cost money, like everything else in the world does. And they told me that there is some further repairs that needs to be made on it before it is safe to travel with from, you know, distances. I live away from my friends in the Quad Cities, you know, where Paul, Kevin, Sam, Spencer, Landon, all of those guys, you know, Matt, Draven, all of them, Cody, Logan, they all live in that sort of area around the Iowa-Illinois border, and I'm in Cedar Rapids. And it's not that far of a drive, but it is that far of a drive when you can't afford gas. Or it's that far of a drive when your car feels like it's going to fall apart when you drive it at speeds above 65 miles an hour. So what I'm trying to say essentially is that content on the channel is going to be slowing down significantly. If you guys have noticed, I've been uploading videos on Wednesdays and Sundays because those were my days off when I was working. On those days that I'd working, I'd get off, go home, edit videos, schedule them to go live at a time I could have anywhere between like 2 to 6 videos scheduled to go live, especially if we went to a big event. The other thing too is that I still do have the WE Tech Galaxy, and I will be giving that away separately from the mystery box. I'm just letting you all know now, I feel obligated to say this, especially because of how much the channel has grown recently. Just in the last few days, we've hit like 25 subscribers. We're past 420 subscribers right now, which I know is the funny number. So at the time of this recording, we have just hit 421 subscribers, which means we are 79 away from the mystery box giveaway. I wasn't expecting to climb that fast, and I know it's still a little ways away. It's going to take a little bit at least to get there, especially with content sort of fallen off here. That being said, it is coming sooner than later, and I am still super excited for it. However, I do have different priorities now, and I need to make sure that I'm focusing on those priorities before anything else. So Airsoft is kind of going to have to come back on the back burner for me a little bit. So I just wanted to make that quick update for you guys. You know, I felt obligated to, like I said, with how much the channel has grown and how close we are to that 500 subscriber goal. I do want to thank you all for watching, whether this is the first video of mine you've watched or whether you've watched every single one of my videos, whether you've been subscribed for a day or whether you've been subscribed since I started uploading almost 2 years ago. I want to thank all of you. I'm trying to bring the best Airsoft content that I can. I want to paint the hobby in a good light. There's a lot of negativity in this sport. I know I've uploaded a couple of negative videos myself, and overall I really don't like to do that because then, like I said, it paints it in a bad light. It makes it just look like it's not fun. I remember when I first started playing, I had seen all the cheater videos and the fights and the flip outs, and it really deterred me from wanting to start playing because I didn't want to be involved in any of it. But after playing now for over 2 years, I can confidently say that it is one of the best decisions that I've made. I've met a ton of great people from it. So that's going to do it for this video. Leave a like, comment what you think down below, subscribe. You might win something out of it. Like I've been doing recently. I'm going to link my Instagram as well if any of you guys want to hit me up. So that's it. I'll see ya.